So now I'm gonna go to Walmart because we're going to do cilantro lime pork chops. Hopefully maybe their truck has gotten unstocked and they'll have some canned goods at this location. We've gotten both vehicles filled up with gas earlier this morning, so we're trying to stay a step ahead. And as of right now, it kind of looks like the storm will just be giving us like probably just some rain and wind. Still, it's in the cone of uncertainty to know if it's going to be just Florida that's impacted or if the Carolinas. That Walmart was a no-go, so now I'm gonna go to this Dollar General. Sorry, I look a mess. Like, one day I'll get my life together. I need to make sure that everyone is getting their videos together for the Q&A open collab. That will be due on Tuesday the 12th, and I'll upload on Friday the 15th. Super excited about that. Just to see, people that struggle with the same thing that you struggle, but you wonder how they deal with it differently than than what you deal with it. So that was a success. I was able to get some. They had the Vienna sausages, but guess what? They only had hot and spicy and a jalapeno and a chicken. So hey, we got a variety. We never had them like that, but food is food at this point. Guess what? I'm gonna try to insert this clip of this old lady that didn't want to let me buy. That was the first thing that ticked me off when I said excuse me, and she just like looked at me like she wasn't gonna move up. So I tried to take her hip off with the buggy. I'm just saying, I'm still a work in progress with the Lord. Then she comes past me on the aisle because I'm thinking like, okay, you wouldn't let me pass because she was supposed to be checking out. So I guess she forgot something. And she's like coughing all down the aisle. And I'm like, really? Like, I'm already like still fighting this cold and still coughing, and you just coughing like you ain't got no common courtesy to freaking cover your doggone mouth. That really ticked me off. That was successful at this Dollar Tree. I was able to find the Vienna sausages, the regular kind. So I got those, and they're actually 2 for $1. So that was a pretty good deal on those. I got a couple more candles because I was looking for the taller candles, so I was able to find those there. So the only thing left on our list is maybe radio. The Dollar General had some radios, but they were all plug-in. They weren't battery operated or dual. Like, this one lady was like, I don't even know why everyone is acting the way they are. It's not even coming our way. And I'm thinking to myself, God can change in a split second the direction that he wants that storm to come. And you have to be wise and be ready with or without, if it's coming or if it's not. But there's 2 other storms directly behind it, and one of them is already in the Gulf of Mexico. So I'm like, lady, really? So some people like that, you just, say God bless them, because they had some more stuff that I needed for a DIY project that I'm going to be doing or finishing up soon. I think I'm probably going to have to, I may get to work on it some next week before my surgery, because I've already scheduled a couple videos for like next Monday and the Monday after. So that way when I'm down, that it'll already have some content. Or if you guys get video footage after my surgery, it probably won't be edited, it'll just be uploaded. So bear with me. Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday. Everyone had an awesome Wednesday. I am heading to my pain management doctor today, so really hadn't got a chance to hear the update on the weather. I know the last I heard it was kind of going like it was taking a turn, I guess, to go towards the north, but more on the eastern side. So like Florida would still be affected, but not my area as far as I know, as of this morning at 7:14. So that means I think the coast of Georgia, parts of that, and the Carolinas will be affected. So just we'll continue to pray for everybody, that's going through this. My stepdaughter is in West Palm Beach, and I think it wasn't a mandatory evacuation because they're only like an hour or 45 minutes away from Miami. So she called us last night and was like she would call us today to let us know if she was gonna come to our house, because like everybody was pretty much in limbo because they, we were like, oh well, we're gonna go to South Carolina if it comes here, and now it's going to the Carolinas. So it's like everybody had to like have a game change. So it's always good to have more than one option. So hopefully we'll be hearing from her early this morning to let us know what she's gonna do if they're coming, so I can try to get the guest rooms back together. I feel a lot better than what I've been feeling. Still have the shortness of breath and lots of kidney pain. I just feel like sometimes when, with doctors, if your numbers on labs don't show certain things, and they kind of just dismiss you, and I don't feel like, that is right, because, you listen to your patient, not necessarily the numbers, because there's been plenty of things where I didn't have, the numbers, but they, after a while, they'd be like, oh yeah, you do have problems, or they feel like, oh well, if this is going on, then this should be happening on your lab work, and that's not the case. So I don't know. I don't want my, after going through kidney failure, I know there's some damage from it, but I don't want it to get any worse than what it is. It is 62 degrees in Florida. Can you, I'm 2 days ago, it was just 90 something. Hey guys, I forgot to record my pain management. They're so quick at getting you back, and the doctor came in before I could even think about putting my phone out. But she made some medication adjustments because my flares have been super, super bad. And right now I only take Norco 7.5, like a half to a whole a day. But I normally just do a half at bedtime. So she wanted to give me, I think I'm getting Percocet for breakthrough pain. And it also helped because with my surgery being next week, I never take a script from the surgeon. I just say, hey, I'm already on pain meds. And I just go, talk to her, and she'll adjust, accordingly to whatever the surgeon wants, for pain control. But I told her that I've, really been in a flare for the last month and a half. And I just hurt so bad. In my groin on both sides, it literally feels like I have a band that someone's cutting the circulation off, and that's all the time, to the point, you strip out of everything so there's nothing constricting, and it still hurts. So I love her as a pain doctor. My other pain doctor, I know him because I worked side by side in the medical field. We used to refer a lot of people to him. Good guy. But I think sometimes when doctors, they know you in the medical field, if I went in and I'm like, hey, this isn't working anymore, he just kept giving me stronger stuff. He wasn't trying to find an alternative, to help, figure out a different way to manage the pain. And I was on I've gotten as high as being on Dilaudid every day, and that's some strong stuff. That was some of the reasons. There were some doctors used to say, well, with my oxygen being low, that it was my pain meds along with my lupus. So, I just prayed, and I was like, God, you got to help me get through this. And I weaned my own self off. I didn't wait for a doctor to do it. I did it myself. And so I know when you're on pain medication, don't get me wrong, it helps. But when you're on such a high dose every single day, and a lot of people don't realize this, when it's time for your next dose, you will hurt so bad that you think like, oh God, it's time for my medicine. I gotta hurry up and take it because I'm hurting so bad. But that's the side effect from the medication. And that's how drug companies get you. They try to get you to the point to where you're dependent on it. Because you think in your mind like, oh God, I'm hurting. Because you truly are hurting. But it's the side effect from the medication. So with the grace of God and a lot of prayer, I was able to get myself off of that. When I talked to him one time, he was like, oh, I can give you fentanyl. I'm like, the stuff that killed Prince? No, thank you. I'm like, at that point, I was like, this is just getting to be too much. And then he left the practice where I was going. So I guess that was a blessing from God, because I felt like if I would have stayed on those medications, like, I probably would have never got off of the oxygen as, part of it. Even though, yeah, I still have, my oxygen levels still drop. But I don't like feeling the way that pain medicine makes you feel. And, my doctor now, she's like saying, well, you can take, your Norco 4 times a day. And I'm looking like, no, that's okay. Like, because I'm just at that point, like, I don't want to be drugged up. I understand I have to hurt every day. And if it gets to the point, yeah, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? When it's too bad. And it's been like that for, like I said, the last month and a half, that it's just unbearable to the point of tears some days. So I'm going to do what I need to do, as far as she's concerned. I have to go back in a month. But yeah, I just told her, like, I just had to have something for breakthrough pain, because the Norco was not touching anything. So yeah. So I'm about to get breakfast and then go drop this script off. Just keep me in your prayers, because I really have been praying. Like, I really don't want to have to go through another surgery, because I know how hard it is for my body to recover after. And I just don't want to have to deal with that. So I will talk to you guys maybe a little bit later on.